I love it when you talk dirty.
And I know we supposed to go to the next segment soon.
Oh, no, you good. You fine.
Okay,
Don't
cool.
worry about it.
But I just want to like tell a story real quick. So this is when I was thinking about, or when I was doing the design competition, and I was really down. I was like, this is before I won it and everything. And I was really feeling very insecure about who I was as a designer. Is this my path? I was questioning a lot of things. And there was this app called the Google Arts and Culture app.
Okay.
And it was an app where you could like take a selfie of yourself and you would get back a picture of art that looked like you. So I was like, oh, this is dope. So I'm in my room. I'm looking real bummy. Like I got a bandana on. I'm just like sitting in the room, like just looking.
See about this.
Yeah, I was like, we'll see about this. I'm like, should I put my hair, like, should I get cute real quick? And I was like, you know what? No. I'm going to just take the picture or whatever. So I just took the selfie, waited to see what I got back. And tell me why. I got back a picture of a black woman from the 20s or 30s sewing on a sewing machine.
Good morning.
That looked just like me.
Wow. You should get that picture, frame it.
I am.
Up.
I am.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list for my order in my home. But like
That's
when
fire.
I got that picture back, I was like, I had to take a step back. I cried. I cried about it because this was a real
Like, you know
black
it's real.
woman from back in the day. And this is the artist. His name is Francis Chris.
Francis Chris.
And the name of the picture was called Alma Sewing.
Okay.
And
This is a real work of
this
art.
is a real and
Not,
real.
no
This is a
AI
portrait.
generated.
No, this is
algorithm,
before
just a real
AI
work.
generation pictures and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
That's hard.
So looking at that picture, looking at a real black woman that existed on this earth, and I'm trying to do my research on her. I'm like, who is that? Who is that? Like, I need to know who that is. There's no information on her at all. So just to think, like, it's so many thoughts going through my head. Am I reincarnated in this life to be the person she always wanted to be? Is this like my ancestor? Is she just like a random black woman that went through all this shit in the
I'm
1930s
here.
when nobody gave a fuck about black women or black women in fashion, and we were just seamstresses? We weren't designers. We weren't none of that. And I had to sit there and think, like, what did she go through? Like, the fact that I can't even find nothing on this woman, I have no information. And then on top of that, when it comes to black people in general and the history of fashion, there's barely no information on us.
Every time.
So
Every time.
that
We all wonder why we scream appropriation and why it's so important.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
a lot of our history got
Exactly.
erased.
Because
Yeah.
outside.
Being absolved in somebody else's culture will create or
Okay.
will result
totally
in being erased.
exactly,
pretty much.
erased.
We ain't gonna let that shit happen again.
And the girl in the picture that came up, she was erased from history. So it's like, damn, I can't even find no information or nothing. So from that moment on, I was like, damn, this might be my purpose on earth, is to bring like a voice to women in fashion, and to be that, like, when there was the Chanel's and there was the Louis Vuittons and there was this all of this during her era, and she couldn't even get like no type of her name is nowhere. I don't know her last name. I don't know nothing. But that really like gave me like way more insight on my purpose and why I'm here. And I'm like, bitch, I'm supposed to be a fashion designer. I'm like, our ancestors never got a chance to relax or
That's
Ever.
a fact.
or
Ever.
to
That's a
even choose what they wanted to do or how they were going to make it. And like, I'm this next generation of who she wanted to be or who she only dreamed of being. So that really inspired me. And from that moment on, I was like, bitch, I am a fashion designer. And I'm here. And I'm here for a fucking reason, to make a name on this earth.
Yes, ma'am.
So that really opened my eyes. And that was the moment where I was like,
That's all the motivation you need.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fire as
exactly.
fuck.
Some
Not
shit.
a lot
Yeah.
of us understand
That's some shit.
the
Yeah,
freedom
that's
that
fire.
we have,
Yeah.
or the power that we have,
The
or
opportunities,
the opportunity that we
yeah.
have, and not to flounder it. Like,
exactly.
when you really have a gift, or when you really, we have
Right.
voices now. Like,
Exactly.
we have platforms now.
You gotta take
Exactly.
advantage
Before
of
we were
the
just working hard
freedom
for,
we have.
for breath,
For just to live.
to live. That is
on a
it.
day-to-day basis.
Exactly.
Like, you couldn't even think a year from now because you don't even know you're gonna be alive
Right.
the next day.
Tomorrow.
For
Right?
real.
So,
exactly.
But yeah,
So,
no, I
yeah.
definitely want to end it part one on this note. We're about to take a mini break, and we'll be right back with part two.
Period.